So I know that you're known now for doing songs on your albums that are based off of other people's stories that your fans have sent in. So what inspired you to do that in the first place, and what has encouraged you to continue doing that?
Well, in 2007, I had found out that I was going to need to have surgery on my vocal cords, and that was a real scary time for me in my life because, my whole music career basically relied on my ability to sing and speak. And as I recovered from that vocal cord surgery, I had to be totally silent. And during that time, I spent a lot of time writing in my journal, and I felt like I couldn't even, obviously I couldn't even speak, but it was during that time that I felt like God spoke to my heart in a powerful way. And one particular day I wrote down in my journal, I didn't know what it meant at the time, but now I smile because I see that God was planting a seed and a passion for other people's stories, is that He was going to restore my voice, but He was going to use my voice to give a voice to other people. I wrote that down in my journal that day, and the last 6 years have been my journey of figuring out what God meant by that calling, that He was going to use my voice to give a voice to other people. And so tonight I'm here at Life Fest, and I get to stand on stage in front of thousands of people with a renewed sense of purpose and a smile on my face, knowing that God had this planned all along. He knew that He was going to bring me through that own personal trial so that my eyes would be open to the stories like Jordan, who inspired Hello, My Name Is, or Renee, who inspired Forgiveness, and the list goes on and on. Also that I could stand on stage tonight as a messenger and sharing with the audience that God has a plan to speak through each one of our stories.
Okay, so could you share with me what the phrase "Live Forever" means from your new CD? What's the idea behind that?
Well, Live Forever and the central message of this record is sort of a message that flies in the face of the message of this world right now. The world, in fact, I was flipping channels, watching a baseball game just the other day, and there was a beer commercial that came on, and it said something like, make this weekend live forever. That's literally what the ad said, and it was all about, buy this beer and make memories that are going to live forever. I think that's the message of this world. For a world that doesn't have a hope of eternity, these moments, this weekend, this festival, this is all we have. And when we die, our legacy ends the day we die, and that's it. And I really wanted to create a message that just sort of flew in the face of that and said, hey, you know what? YOLO, it's sort of true. You do only live once. But how you live now has a chance to make an impact for eternity in two ways. One, how you live now can leave a legacy behind you for others to follow. And two, how you live now can secure an eternity in front of you by the way that you put God first and finish the race and keep the faith. And so it's all about making your right now live forever, making it echo for eternity.
Okay, one other question. Which of the songs from your new album do you think has seemed to connect with fans the most, and why do you think that is?
That's a good question. I think probably Day One, because that's been the first song that's gone on the radio, and a lot of people just share with me how that's kind of become an anthem for them. Because they're at a crossroads in their life or turning a page for whatever reason, starting a new chapter in their story, and it's sort of becoming a victory anthem. One woman shared with me how that song just kind of helped her to finally make the commitment to quit smoking. Another woman came up and said that's her new theme song, and I asked her why, and she's like, because I just got fired from my job, and I don't know what God has planned. Another person shared how they felt called to ministry, but they weren't sure what to do, and so taking a step of faith, stepping away from their 9-to-5 job and pursuing God's call in their life and ministry, it's day one for them. And so it's neat to see how one message can fit and encourage other people along the way. Hey, it's Matthew West. Make sure you check out GenerationArise.com.